we bring you a devastating story that has left little to no survivors. Joining us live on the scene of one of Alberta's largest mass movements, we bring you Katrina Bielek.
Good morning. We are here on this sad and frantic day in the southwestern part of Alberta, located approximately 2 hours south of Calgary in Crow's Nest Pass. Just hours ago, around 4 o'clock in the morning, on the day of April 29th, 1903, Turtle Mountain, located behind me, produced one of the largest mass movements Alberta has ever experienced. This mass movement moved down the east face and towards the coal mining town of Frank. This displaced rock moved across the entrance of Frank's mine, Crow's Nest River, the southeastern end of Frank, the east side of the main road, and the Canadian Railway's main line through the pass. 30 million cubic tons of rock had fallen during this avalanche and fell from a height of about 800 meters. The maximal speed of this avalanche was estimated to be 30 meters per second and propagated in a straight line in an unconfined environment and was able to reach the opposite end of the valley wall and rose upslope by 130 meters. Geological conditions to continual fluvial erosion via hydrogeological conditions, weathering processes, seismic loading, and anthropic influences are just some of the predisposing factors and triggers that cause this mass movement. Active slope movements can be correlated to uneven topography, steep slopes, and rockfall deposits. Researchers predict that Frank's slide was triggered by the freezing and melting of snow in rock joints, and the fact that coal mining decreased the strength of the east slope by 10%. This is described as one of the most complex failures with numerous contributing factors. Although coal mining can be seen to be a bigger contribution to the trigger of this failure, the primary cause of Frank's slide is the anticline structure present within Turtle Mountain. Combined with the presence of thrust faults and the reduction of shear strength along discontinuity surfaces created a slope that was near the limiting equilibrium. This is now being called Canada's deadliest landslide. This fatal slide lasted about 100 seconds, and we are being told by sources that at least 75 people were buried under this pile of rock and dust. Geologists are now investigating this deadly landslide and have concluded that there is significant potential for a subsequent rock avalanche. They believe that there is a chance of another collapse, but this time from the south peak of Turtle Mountain. We are glad to hear that the government of Alberta is taking action to reduce the risk associated with a second rock avalanche from happening. A 2-year multidisciplinary monitoring project will be implemented to monitor a variety of geotechnical, geophysical, and hydrological variables in real time, which will be directly linked to an emergency response protocol. Tragic night here in Frank. We hold the most hopeful thoughts for the friends and families of the people affected by this natural disaster. Thank you for joining me. Back to you at the studio, Mila.
Thank you, Katrina. Join us next time on GLGY News to explore the geo people and fossil life of the mountains. I'm your host, Mila. Thank you for watching.